Hey everyone, I know you can't tell, but I've taken a nice break from this game since getting Platinum God, and I'm hoping to feel pretty rejuvenated, and now it's time to start the actual Let's Play. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, not to stats, I'm going to go to collection is where it is, and I'm going to delete my save, and then we're going to start over. Okay, why is it still here? I don't understand. So I'm gonna restart the game now. That was weird. I expected it to be like instantly restarted your whole game. Ah, there it is. Options, details, high, window size, large. Move it back to the other monitor. And here we are. Stats, everything 0. No collection anywhere. Oh, this is going to be great. So what I figure I'm going to do is I'm going to start with just playing through the normal game until I at least get 10 mom kills, and then I might do the challenges. And then I'll focus on Satan, and then I'll go to the cathedral, and then the chest. I think that's the general order I'm going to do things, but of course, if I get chances to go to Satan, for example, go to Shoal in the first 10 mom kills, like I get a devil room, then I'll do that. Of course, I may as well take the chance. So, here we are. Only have Isaac unlocked, no item. And of course, it only shows 6 of the 7 characters because Blue Baby is a secret. Wow, this is actually pretty cool. Haven't done this before, of course, because I've been getting Platinum God the whole time. First room goes well. Sad Onion, awesome first pickup. Doubles my tiers. And I mean, yeah, already off to a good start. The game hasn't gotten harder yet, so that'll be nice too. Because of course, after the first few times you beat the game, I think it's 6, it says the game's now gotten harder. And suddenly, harder enemies spawn, harder things happen, you run into harder enemies sooner, you run into more bosses, and probably more bosses in normal rooms. But, for now, I get to enjoy the good old days, except that Wrath of the Lamb still exists, which is going to make this probably significantly harder. Of course I wasted a heart there. I will visit the secret room though, which it showed me. I know I said I'd explain this game a little more, so I'll try to get on that. Onk, that'll respawn me as the Blue Baby, should I die. And hey, that'll be cool. Maybe I get a Blue Baby win before I get any other characters. I tried that to be the top secret room, but it wasn't. I'm not going to waste another bomb. As you may or may not know, secret room is usually surrounded by 3 or 4 normal rooms, and you have to use a bomb to get into it, or you can go into the sacrifice room, the spiked door room that I went into, and it had another spike on the other side, which is how I knew that the secret room was there, because they always connect to each other, if it's possible. And the top secret room can only have 1 normal room next to it, unless the other room is the other secret room. So if the secret room were to the right of that topmost room, then the top secret room could still be to the right of that, even though it'd be adjacent to 2 rooms. Anyway, I picked up the Pageant Boy for my first boss kill. That's not that good, but it had a nickel in it, so that is good. I'm going to go up first, even though that's kind of against my normal MO, where I usually go to the left or down first, left taking priority over down. What I just did there was I bombed a Tinted Rock. And Tinted Rocks can drop things like bombs, keys, soul hearts, which are the blue hearts, and those tack onto your regular health, whether or not you have full health. So like, you can have infinite health through those. Anyway, I can drop bombs, keys, soul hearts, and an item that increases your damage, decreases your speed, and increases your tiers. But I haven't unlocked that yet. I have to destroy like 10 tinted rocks or something. Anyway, here we have the Anarchist Cookbook, which is one of the many books in the game. It spawns 5 random bombs in the room, and those will blow up, of course. And that's about it. That's all it does. It's not that good, but have nothing else. And of course I have no collection anymore, so I need to find all of the items again and unlock all of the items again. I think, hopefully, the shears will be one of the later unlocks this time, even though it's one of the best items in the game. But hopefully I won't die 100 times quite as easily. I'm going to use the Anarchist Cookbook in hopes that it will blow up the secret room, which it did. Oh, it blew open both secret rooms, so I know where they both are. Picked up a dime. 10 more cents. I'm definitely going to visit the shop. Really didn't expect both secret rooms to be here. But I will go to the other one, see what's here. It's a red chest, has a soul heart. Great. And of course, red chests, they can have a lot of things. A lot of the time they'll just have troll bombs or spiders, but sometimes they'll have items, sometimes they'll have soul hearts, 1 or 2. I'm going to fight the boss before I go to the shop, just because I may as well. Oh, Gertie Jr., this is awful. Gertie Jr. is probably the hardest boss at this point in time. And I mean, even later, Gertie Jr. is hard. Like, he's annoying to dodge, he's annoying in that he spawns enemies, he's just annoying in every possible way. And I mean, the way he slides around is just so strange. Like, he'll just bounce into you when you don't expect it. But, fortunately, he only does half a heart of damage at this point in the game. Really, one of the worst bosses in the game. Like, without a doubt. Him and the bloat are just painful. Okay. I unlocked a radioactive spider, probably for completing the basement for the first time. Wire coat hanger, tears up, that increases my fire rate. Shooting pretty fast, which is great. I'd love to get both of these, but I will pick up Spirit of the Night. Gives me flying and spectral tears. I would also love to pick up Guppy's paw there, which would allow me to turn any 1 red heart into 3 soul hearts, but not the plan for now. Spectral tears makes it harder to destroy fire, TNT, things like that, but I'll live. I'm going to pick up the map, which gives me a map of the floor, every floor, which will not show me which rooms are special rooms. Like, I won't know which room's the boss room or which room's the item room or anything like that. It'll also show me the normal secret room, but not the top secret room. I picked up the tarot card, the Hermit, which will take me to the shop. So I'm going to visit the secret room right away. Probably going to be some money. Yep. 9 cents. I may as well use the Hermit card. Since it's free, it doesn't make me use a key to get into the shop. Now I can almost afford Mom's coin purse there, but I don't think I'm going to. Because 4 random pills isn't that good really for Isaac. It's only guaranteed to be good for Cain, or if you've picked up the PhD. So Guppy's paw I'm actually going to use right now, because otherwise I'm in a pretty bad position health-wise, thanks to getting stuck picking it up, thanks to the chest locking me in place. And I'm going to stick with it. These enemies are pretty annoying, because a lot of the time they'll just go straight into you, even though you think you're safe, but you're not. Mom's lipstick, that increases my range. I can shoot my tears further. I really wish I could pick up this tinted rock, but I cannot because I don't have any bombs. So Guppy's paw is also a good item to have, because if you're in a position like mine, it might be a good idea to always turn red hearts into soul hearts right away, so that you have more health. Flight, always great to have. really lets you get everything on the floor pretty much. Everything in any given room, because you can just go over gaps. I'm gonna fight the boss now. I don't think I've really taken much damage this floor. I might get another deal with the devil, but isn't particularly useful. It's also surprising I haven't picked up any trinkets, which are like items, but they give you effects on various things, tiers, the floor, your drops. But haven't picked one up. Fighting the husk here, which clearly just goes around, kind of like Duke of Flies. Spawns flies, spawns spiders. The crate box is good. It will give me one of every type of pickup. Health up, awesome. Child's Heart will give me more red heart drops, and the Joker will take me to the Devil Room, or the Angel Room if that were the case. As much as I'd like to, I'm not going to pick up either of those items. Even though, of course, I need to fill up my collection this time once again. I definitely feel rejuvenated. I'm enthusiastic about this game again. I want to complete everything again. I'm going to do this, even though, well, as you can see, it didn't really pay off very well. Back before one of the more recent updates in this game, you used to be able to enter and exit these rooms whether or not you met the health requirements. Just because you were flying, you could fly over the barred doors somehow. It doesn't make sense, but it was the case, and so most of the time I would enter these and I would just take the item or the chest or whatever was here, and I'd leave because, you know, it's a free upgrade. What are you gonna... Why would you not do it? But that's been fixed. Unfortunately, it was definitely one of my favorite exploits. Anyway, this is a challenge room, a normal challenge room. There's also a boss challenge room. And challenge room will give you 3 waves of enemies to fight. After you open a chest or pick up an item, it'll spawn the first wave. And you kill the 3 waves. In a boss challenge room, it would be 3 bosses, of course, as the waves. But you kill the enemies, then you might or might not get another drop, but basically it's your punishment for taking the item or chest or what have you. So we're fighting our first of the 7 deadly sins here, which is Envy, probably my least favorite. As you can see, he bounces around, is annoying, splits into smaller parts, and always multiplies by 2 unless you have a champion, or well, Super Envy, not a champion technically, which splits into 3. Though the normal Envy can split into a champion piece, but I don't think it behaves with the splitting into 3 for some reason. But that went well, didn't go badly. Get a pill, bad gas, doesn't hurt me, doesn't really help me at all. I have 4 bombs, so I will make a couple of checks for the top secret room. That's one possible place. Another possible place is at the bottom here, in this room that I haven't explored. Another one is by the item room right next to it. Maybe these guys will blow up a wall for me, but I doubt it. Oh, it could also be right here, since that's also next to the secret room. But that room, those enemies are usually pretty annoying, but not gonna... There, it didn't go badly. I'm gonna save 1 bomb. I believe there was a tinted rock I wanted to blow up anyway, unless that was on another floor. Always worth checking. Tinted rocks are valuable. Even if I can't get the rock yet, I need to unlock the small rock. 2 soul hearts that, you know, essentially a 2 health up right now. Again, I could always use Guppy's Paw to give me 3 more in exchange for my red heart. And that also makes some trinkets more valuable, some items more valuable, and some areas of maps more accessible. These guys can be pretty annoying. They blow up when they hit you, or they blow up when you kill them. But, of course, I avoided them successfully. Another reason those guys are annoying, they can just surround you, get you trapped in a position like that, even though I had flight. their movement's also pretty unpredictable. So in this room we have a golden poop that'll drop, oh, can I even destroy it with, spectral tears? That would suck if I couldn't. But, it'll drop either a bunch of coins or a trinket, the counterfeit penny, which I haven't unlocked yet, so I guess I can't do that. Definitely want to visit the shop this floor, if at all possible, though I may run into greed. I don't know if the game getting harder affects how often you run into greed in shops, but of course the game hasn't gotten harder yet, so I'd say may as well take the chance. I'm pretty much rolling in keys right now, which is always good. Keys are one of the most valuable things in this game. Another annoying enemy, I think they're called keepers. Everyone calls them greed heads, but they're very annoying. They jump around. When they hit you, you lose 3 coins but only drop 2, so you are essentially just losing a coin. And they're also pretty tough to avoid sometimes. Of course, in a room like that where they were mostly trapped, sometimes they can get out of that because they're stupid. Eternal Heart, that'll give me a health up if I either keep it until I leave the floor or collect another one. So that's pretty good. I don't know if my... Yeah, see, one just got out of that, and it's annoying. And another one! This is going terribly. No, stop that. I need to kill you before you leave. I don't think that Guppy's paw will affect the Eternal Heart if I use it again. Not that it's particularly a big deal. Oh, so you can enter the spiked rooms when you can fly, and you won't take damage going in, but you will going out. That's how that works. It's always a nice thing to know, so sometimes it's worth taking a risk to only lose 1/2 of a heart instead of a full heart. Pretty annoying room, because those fires shoot at me, as you just saw. I have trouble destroying them with my spectral tears, but it's always a good idea to destroy all the fire and poop that you can, because they can drop things, coins, and the like. This can be a pretty annoying room sometimes, if you are not properly positioned like I almost was not. They can get you in a pretty bad trap where you just have to take damage at some point. They also do a full heart of damage as opposed to half a heart like most enemies at this point. And we found the item room. Scapular, that will give me 1 soul heart every time, well, not every time, once in every room when I'm reduced to 1/2 of 1 red heart. So I mean, it can be useful. It saved me in one of my pre-series videos, but generally not that great. I haven't visited the secret room yet, but I now have enough bombs to feel okay with doing that when I go back, unless I run into 2 tinted rocks. That was the second of the 7 deadly sins, Sloth. Pretty easy. Most of them are really pretty easy. Picked up a tarot card from the fight, which is usually what they'll drop, but they all have drops that they can give you on occasion. And the card is the Magician, which will give me homing tears for 1 room. So my tears will curve around and trace enemies, that kind of thing. Shop, may as well pick up the Steam sale. I'll also pick up this pill. Friends Till the End spawns 3 blue attack flies, which will attack, generally kill enemies. They also die after they do a certain amount of damage. So I didn't run into any tinted rocks. I'm going to go to the secret room. I figure I'll do it next to the boss instead of here, just because, I don't know, it feels like it's saving time even if it's really not. Secret rooms can of course have money, items, a boss, and it has an item, the 1-up, which, just like it sounds like, gives me another life. I'll spawn with full health being 1 heart at this point, 2 hearts if I kill the boss without losing all of my soul hearts, which is, you know, generally something I can come to expect, especially when I can do this, where I can just sit on a rock and use my spectral tears to avoid him. Though this is Peep. At 2/3 and 1/3 health, his eyes will pop out, and they'll bounce around the room, as you can see one of them doing right now. and those can travel over the rocks. So I do have to be careful of them, but otherwise this is a really easy boss fight with my current setup. Oh, and that was one example of stupid damage. They bounce off Peep. Spelunker. I unlocked that for completing the caves. Another range up. Nothing I can do about that, so I will take it. And I'll see what the devil wants. Krampus. So, Krampus is a boss, clearly. 10% chance of spawning in the devil room. Likes to attack like that and that, that's about all he does. I'm going to use the Magician this room, because then, if he happens to do that attack, I can still hit him. Well, maybe. And when I kill him, he'll drop an item, the Lump of Coal, which increases the damage of my tiers as they travel further. And since I have a lot of range, that's pretty useful, where I can shoot someone from across the room and it'll do a lot more damage than if I were just shooting them from up close. This was actually the last secret I unlocked before Golden God, because of course I had been playing from the start when this game came out. But it took me forever just to run into him. I was pretty bad, so I didn't get a lot of deals with the devil. So first off, I had to get a deal with the devil, and then I had to get the 1 in 10 that has Krampus in there, and then I had to kill him. I'm not sure if I killed him first try. I might have died to him the first time, which was very frustrating. Anyway, that was a normal boss in a room. Happens more often. These guys are the Vis enemies and the double Vis enemies, but I killed the double Vis, so it's okay. 2 of them are champions, which is crazy. I wouldn't expect that before the game gets harder, but it happened. I'm gonna go down, see that it is a challenge room. That was pretty good dodging, keeping myself in a position where I still didn't get hit even though I was pretty much surrounded. The Joker again takes me to the Devil Room, which I will use after the next room, probably. This poop is pretty much the only poop I don't like to destroy. Oh, that's pretty unfortunate damage. But because it spawns flies and they have a lot more health than usual. So I've come into 2 rooms where Fistula, which is a boss, is the enemy of the room, which is pretty crazy for so early in the game. Of course, this is my first run, and the game would have no way of knowing whether or not I'm a noob, so that could be pretty tough. Wow, that's pretty bad damage. I'm going to visit the secret room. 9 cents. It's pretty good. Of course, they could all be nickels or dimes. I'm going to use the Joker. Technology. Oh, I'm so going to do it. Technology is excellent. And I unlocked Eve for making 2 deals with the devil in the same playthrough. And now I'll unlock her 2 items that she spawns with. I'm going to avoid using Guppy's Paw for now. But anyway, as I was saying, technology, laser, full room range, and I have the Lump of Coal. So that's pretty good. It also pierces enemies, so it will damage an enemy through another enemy, as you saw I did there for a second. And that makes this room a lot easier. I can shoot through everything, because the masks and hearts are definitely the other most annoying enemies in the game. Oh, this is a tough room. Hard to avoid damage there. Might have to use Guppy's Paw very soon. But I did complete it, I got a bomb, and I've found the item room. So for now, gonna chill above this rock, wait for the masks to go away. Because again, it's one of those rooms where I not in my current situation, I would be guaranteed to take damage. Like, pretty much definitely guaranteed. Teleport, not that useful of an item. Of course, just as its title implies, it will teleport me to one random room. I'll pick it up just because I haven't yet. Of course, greed in the shop. I will kill him because not that hard. This is the 3rd of the 7 deadly sins that we run into. drops a fair amount of money, and that was pretty easy. I'm going to use my teleport now. Takes me to this room, gives me 3 free bombs. I'm okay with that, especially because I have spectral technology, which I forgot to mention. Technology does not normally pierce rocks or anything like that, but it does now because of my spectral tears, which is great, makes it pretty much one of the best tier effects in the game. So teleport is usable every 2 rooms completed. Oh wow, did not kill everything in there with one explosion. But I'm not going to use it again, I just used it to make sure it showed up in my collection. I'm going to go pick up Guppy's Paw again. Could be a tough room, especially with the ones that shoot randomly and can easily get me trapped into damage. Almost worth teleporting out, but I definitely want to complete all of the rooms if I can. And it's almost time to fight the boss. Oh man. Usually by now I would have a cube of meat or something, but I haven't unlocked those bosses yet. And I haven't gotten any flies to surround me. So I'm completely unprotected from enemy tears. Gonna pick up Guppy's Paw, gonna have to use it. If I do die though, I'm pretty much screwed because I won't spawn with any health. Oh, but I'll respawn as Blue Baby. I don't know if that happens before or after the 1-up, so I kind of have 2 1-ups right now. I don't know which happens first. This is gonna be a pretty easy fight, Loki. Usually pretty easy, but especially easy now where I can just stay on top of rocks and not risk taking damage. Dog food is 1 health up. So I pretty much turned that around that floor. That was pretty good. I'm not going to go to the challenge room, so I'm done here. I'm going to go to the left, as I say I usually do. Health up. Cool. Of course, one thing that will be very annoying in the new playthrough is getting the no damage achievements where you complete every pair of floors without taking damage. Although, that does not include the womb, or no, it does not include Shoal, or the cathedral, or the chest. It does include the womb. That's a fortune teller machine, not really going to bother with it. Oh man, Ipecac. I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it after I complete every room, so that I just fight the boss with it. Because I'm in a pretty bad situation for health, and I don't want to risk taking a lot of damage, because Ipecac definitely can cause you to hurt yourself a lot. But I will definitely go back for it. I do enjoy using it. Not necessarily sure I'd enjoy using it right now. The 4th of the 7 deadly sins is Wrath. And he walks around in always this room, or this type of room, and he throws bombs at you. Of course, the darker rocks are indestructible. And usually he's pretty annoying, but that was generally a lot easier because of my flight and spectral tears. Leapers, pretty annoying enemies, but again, keep my distance, and the lump of coal should do some work for me. So I'd say this floor is going pretty well. And I mean, for the first run ever, this is the last floor. All I have to do after this is defeat Mom. I will do this just because it's an item, and the virus is pretty good. Whenever I touch an enemy, I will do poison damage to them, very significant poison damage. And it will poison them, so like it'll hurt them and then they will keep taking damage, which is great in my book. So in the event that I take damage from a shot, I can run into an enemy to make sure to get the most out of the damage and do damage back to something. Gazing Globin's another enemy that gets a lot easier with technology, because I can shoot through them, and generally that's one thing that's pretty tough about them, is that they run away, the gazing ones, the ones with the eyes. They'll run away from you even once you have them down to their ooze state. There's an example of Poison Touch. 2 champions, though. That's pretty big. Again, I don't like these difficult floors for where I am in the game. And And that's an easy room. I'm looking for the... I already found the item room. Looking for the shop or the arcade, if there is one, but I don't see a place that it would be because it has to be at the end of a branch of rooms. All of the special rooms pretty much have to be at the end of a branch. So I'm going to play this because I may as well. I don't expect to be collecting 20 more cents, I think. To unlock Kane, you have to collect like 50-some cents in a playthrough. In order to unlock Kane, you have to reach 7 hearts in a playthrough in order to unlock Maggie. To unlock Samson, whom I absolutely hate, you have to skip 2 item rooms in 1 playthrough and then defeat Mom. Okay, I'm done here. May as well blow it up. Easiest way to unlock Kane is to win the dollar from machine there, a slot machine, like the one I was playing. Knights, pretty annoying enemy usually, but technology allows you to shoot through them because you have to damage them from the back to hit their brains. Leapers, always a pretty annoying room. And they're cheaters, they can jump on gaps and things like that. Another tinted rock, though. Continuing on my way towards unlocking the small rock. Getting some more health, which is great. Gazing globins. Again, much easier thanks to technology, as I can shoot through them. Pretty bad damage that I shouldn't be taking, though. I am kind of slow. Troll bomb, but I don't really care. I could have gotten there whether or not I blew it up. Boss Larry Jr., also very easy with technology because you'll hit each of his parts at once, and each of his parts takes damage separately. So here I am about to finish Depths Part 2. I need to remember to go back to the item room and pick up Ipecac, which is oh so much fun, but not necessarily best. I will pick up the compass just because now I'll have it unlocked and used. The Devil Tarot card doubles your damage for 1 room, which is the same effect as the Book of Belial, the item that Judas holds. But to unlock Judas, I think I have to kill Mom's heart once, not just Mom. Could be wrong. So we're on the way to Ipecac, and I'd say a pretty good first run. I am not going to play that. I may as well play the fortune-telling machine. This can give me soul hearts, it can give me trinkets, or any such thing. Oh man, I didn't know that Ipecac didn't stack with technology where Ipecac overwrote, so I have a giant laser. That is awesome. I really didn't know that would happen. I expected to have the bombs, so had I known that, I would have picked up Ipecac right away, because this is almost like having Polyphemus, which just makes your tears larger and stronger at the expense of your fire rate. Oh wow, I haven't had a big laser like this in a while. I think when I defeated Blue Baby, the chest final boss, with Eve, I had giant tears of this sort, but of course they were vibrating all across the screen and the like. So Isaac's Fork will give me random lifesteal, not really important, but neither is the Matchstick, which increases the rate of bomb drops. I'm going to use Guppy's Paw twice, give me a lot of soul hearts. And it's almost time to blow up this fortune-telling machine and go fight Mom for the first time. Which is hopefully going to go well. Usually one of the easier bosses in the game. And yeah, that's about it for this floor. I could go visit the sacrifice room. Why not? It still only costs half of a heart total. 2 red chests, Mega Troll Bomb, and Soul Heart. So I come out half of a Soul Heart more than I would come out than I would have. So, time to fight Mom. Have plenty of health. 3 lives, technically. And I think a pretty good shot. I could make use of Poison Touch intentionally, but I don't think I will. I'll see if I can complete this without taking damage. Even though, well, there goes that. Yeah, pretty easy. This isn't a champion, so it spawns normal enemies, pretty easy ones. And these guys are the most annoying because of how they are. You run into them mostly in the basement, but you can also run into them in the room and the like. I'm taking way too much damage. This should be a really easy boss fight, not a boss fight where I haven't used the devil. That'll explain a lot. Up, laser's even bigger. Wow, this is a really big laser. So yeah, we're coming to the end of this boss fight, and that is technically the end of the game for this time. I unlocked something, but we can't see what it is. I unlocked a few things, oh man. And here just the sound keeps coming. And here's our first ending, but technically not a mom kill.
Isaac's mother repeated.
So we'll just watch this, look at my stats, and then that'll be the end of this episode.
For Isaac, his mother was far too strong for him. But just as he accepted his fate, God intervened, sending an angel down from above to stop his mother's hand. And just like that, it was over.
And that is our new title screen. Wait, why did I get another ending? Oh, I didn't know that was part of that. Haven't done that in so long. And now I sit through the credits before I can see my stats. And all in all, I'd say that was a good first run. Hopefully I can continue with having 0 deaths for a while. Kill Mom's hard, you know, a bunch of times and such, without dying. Because one thing last time through the game, I was pretty bad, so I didn't have a chance to have a good mom kills to kill ratio, which left me, 593 deaths or something and 202 mom kills, which is not very good. This time, I could be at 0 and 0 deaths, 1 mom kill, or 0 deaths, a bunch of mom kills. Hopefully, I'll keep it much, much closer. Anyway, the credits introduce all of the enemies and bosses of the game, even though, I haven't run into most of them yet. But here we are. Stats, 0, 0, 23, 9 secrets. Let's see what we unlocked. Cube of Meat, the Harbingers, and the new chapter, The Womb. So next time, hopefully I'll be able to show that off. Thanks for watching, and I will see you for part 2.